Bien, amigos, ahora vamos a entrevistar al señor Marcus Lee. Él es doctor en economía, es un banquero de inversión de origen chino. Él está en nuestro país, invitado por la Universidad del Pacífico. Con él vamos a hablar sobre el nuevo mundo de las finanzas después de la crisis internacional que todos conocemos. Marcus, thank you for coming. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
And welcome to our show. Marcus, how do you see the world today? How do you see the financial world in these days?
Well, I think the financial crisis we are facing is not over yet.
We're studying the financial crisis, right?
We are halfway there. But I believe the major economies in the world is trying their best to save the economy. For example, China. We have done a lot. The Chinese government have done a lot to put up rescue package and stimulus package like few months ahead of many major economies.
Mm-hmm. So this was one of the first signals, if you want, in order to be alert before the crisis. Do you think that this could have been a good signal to the world?
It's not only a signal, but Chinese government being a responsible major economy in the world, yes, we should take actions immediately, and we did. A couple months ago, we already put up 4 trillion RMB, divided by 6.8
dollars.
That's dollars,
yeah,
and that's only the beginning. And if you follow the news, we have put up a lot of policy. For example, in the rural area, how we can open up the untapped market, the land reform of the rural market, which can unlock 2.5 trillion US dollars.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that the future of the investment banking is will be the same as we are get used? We have been involved in a very world of freedom in terms of financial creativity in the world. How do you see the future in terms of the creativity regarding to the financial products?
Well, recently in any major conference that I go, I always introduce myself as surviving banker because there's not many left today. Obviously, the investment banking arena have changed dramatically. A lot of people lost their job in Wall Street, and if you look back in 1930s in the US, that's why we had the Glass-Steagall Act that combined bank and the holding company, which sometimes could be a bad idea. So now we are returning to that phrase. We need better regulation, better supervisions, better implementations.
This is a common question.
Yeah.
The lack of regulation, was it the main source of the problem? Because on the one hand, you have in terms of freedom of thinking, on one hand you have the point that why a third party must regulate the private activity, right? But on the other hand, you have these cases. So which is the correct way, which is the correct solution in order to have a strong financial system in the world?
I think we can keep on debating about a stronger regulation, supervisions, blah, blah, but the root of the problem is greed.
The greed.
Greed.
The human greed.
Yes. Look at Wall Street, how much commission we are thinking. Even though after the President Obama of United States passed through the stimulus package, the first thing come into Wall Street is, hey, we got bonus, yahoo!
Yeah,
you know?
they celebrate in planes, huh?
So,
right?
resolving this issue, we need, as you say, a better regulation and supervision, but we need to come together, different parties, different countries in the world, to come together to agree upon this is the regulation.
So it's a problem about implementation, maybe.
More than regulations.
More than regulations.
Yes. During the President Clinton era, they actually, passing to President Bush, they actually really relaxed some financial rules during President Clinton's era. So this is an impact that created long time ago, and it was just came out during the crisis. And you see how ugly it could be.
Yeah. And how ugly it could be in the future. How do you see the future?
If we compare to country like China, where I come from, why it does not hit our banking systems so badly compared to the US or the Europe? Because for the fact that we are very primitive in our banking system. We focus in loan and deposits. Do we have a lot of derivative? No. Do we trade a lot of virtual product? No. You know, that's why we have less risk. There's over 46,000 derivative.
You were more traditional.
We are more primitive.
Primitive.
Yeah, we don't like to admit that, but the good thing you see from this comparison, which I draw China, is because in a way we have better regulation because we have nothing. We don't have a lot of product to regulate. So I think before coming out with a product where there's the root, the greed, why we sell so much subprime loan? Why? To give out, to get more commissions.
Yeah,
correct?
Of course, absolutely. This is the root of the problem.
Yes.